Okay, folks. So sorry about the hair. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Unit 4 of the Bowhunter Safety Course from Iowa. And yeah, it's got things going on. I have not yet got a lot of things shared out. Working on it. So bear with me here, folks. But I don't have everything copacetic yet, but I'm working on it. Still sharing out the channels and all that other stuff. So if you don't get your notifications, I am so sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Let's see here. Let's go with Jason from Pest Hunter Outdoors getting a notification. Mandy from Australia is going to get a notification. Why not? Rob Hayes from England is getting a notification. Jim Thomas Hawk, who's a friend of mine, who's also a bow hunter, is getting a notification. My friend Lori is also getting a notification. Yes, I'm going to keep on notifying people that best I can. Jason Daniel, who is went to be a park ranger, so we're going to find out he's going to get a notification. My friend Angler, who's a major fisherman, he's getting a notification. Ajax, he's up in Michigan. He is a bow hunter and a hunter in general. My friend Travis, who's from Florida, he's getting a notification. He's a really good guy, though, by the way. And let's see, Eagle. Yes, my friend Eagle getting a notification. Let's see who else is going to show up. I have no idea. My friend CR from Canada. My friend Mark from either Minnesota or Wisconsin. I have trouble remembering which. My friend Dale, definitely getting a notification. He's a nice guy, by the way. Met him in person. Really good guy. I'm going to send a notification to Jesse, who's also from Canada. Let's see who else we're going to get here. We're going to throw in. That's about all. Oh, got a few more. My friend Drake, who's from Missouri. Molly from Texas, wife of Jason. And hopefully we'll get a lot of people in here. We can keep this thing going. How you doing, Molly? Let me get the invite set up. Bear with me here. I am running a little behind. Pin the message at the top right there. Here we go. Hopefully we can get some more people in here. So we're going to find out how things are going. By the way, Mac learned how to open the door today. He wanted to look outside the door, so he opened up our door, and he's watching the world go by. Let's see here. Reason I'm running a little late, I was having trouble with my getting into YouTube because I changed my password and everything didn't swap over, so it took me a little bit of finagling. My phone should be up and running in the next couple days. We're waiting for some SIM cards to come in, so we'll have either we're going to end up with new phone numbers or we're going to keep our old ones. We're hoping for the latter, but we'll have to be okay with the former if that's what turns out. Okay, here we go. Hey, Molly.
Hey, Colan.
How you doing?
Sick as a dog.
Ooh, I'm sorry. You want to should be in bed and get some rest?
I'm in my chair. I should be fine.
Okay. If you start to go into full coughing and a season fit, please mute.
I try every time.
Okay. Yep, this is going to be part 4 of the Bowhunter Safety Course tonight. Ow, 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 ow. I got my stitches out of my knee yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. It turns out that Iowa Ortho, who did the surgery, and Workman's Comp dropped the ball.
They're good for that.
Yeah. You know what they dropped the ball on? Physical therapy.
Oh.
Each one thought the other was supposed to schedule it. So yay! And I still haven't heard from anybody about physical therapy yet. So yay! But I am back to work. I went back to work today, so that's good.
See the desk?
Oh, that is cool.
All the way up there, storage.
Places where Molly can't reach.
No, I can't even reach them.
Then what's the whole point of having them that high?
Well, stuff you don't use all the time.
Space.
Huh?
Stuff you don't use all the time.
That's why you put them down below, out of the way.
Or up high where you can't reach them. Then you have to get the ladder out.
You got a footstool.
Cargo carrier for the roof of the van.
Oh, yeah.
Tackle boxes.
Did you take anything for your cold there, Molly?
Lots of stuff.
And none of it's working.
Oh, it's working.
Jenny has some information. She went to the doctor today about her condition.
And?
Hey.
Explain what happened today. Huh?
Hi, Jenny.
Hi. Okay, so I saw my doctor for a follow-up to the ER visit. And she says that the blood thinner should keep the clots from breaking loose. So it's going to stabilize them. And the nodule could be from like scar tissue from previous episodes of pneumonia or bronchitis.
And she used to get bronchitis yearly.
A lot of scarring on my lungs.
So that's the issue why she would.
Oh, and I got my flu shot.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that. Yeah. I never got mine yet, but there's that. I might get it when I'm out there over there getting my my eyes checked next week. I had something really bad happen. My glasses broke. Even though it doesn't look like it, but I need to put some more super glue right here. Otherwise, it broke off. But I have a doctor's appointment next week to get my eyes checked and new glasses ordered. So
did they release any of her restrictions?
Me? No.
No.
Jenny?
Yeah.
She's back to work. I mean, a lot of her stuff is low impact.
Nice.
Unless she's selling shoes, and that's about it. So I'm going to try to just make sure you share this out because we need as many people in here as possible for this. Yay. That's what I get for changing my password. Go ahead.
You got fleas?
Me? No.
You got fleas?
Yeah.
I got a cat. His name is Mac. Otherwise known as Macus Atakis. Mac, come here. Come here. And his name is Birdo.
At least the fleas weren't bad this year.
No. I don't think he has fleas.
No, he's biting at himself.
Yep. Mac does not have fleas. See?
No, last past few hours he's been nipping at himself.
What do you think, Mac?
Give me that.
Mac's just hanging out right now.
Give me that. Give me that.
So how you guys been?
Watch it.
I've just been puttering around today. Like I said, I was sick over Saturday and Sunday, so I missed
I
work.
didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
I've
happened.
been feeling better, but you gave it to Molly.
Yeah, I got it good.
We're waiting for supper to be delivered. But other than that, that's what we're doing so far. I still haven't shared out this thing for everybody yet, but I'm trying to share it to Facebook and things like that.
Not eating it.
You eat that?
Let's see, make sure I
It's
share
in
this.
his mouth. Hold his head up, rub his throat.
He is drooling, trying not to eat it.
a chewable,
Oh,
and he's eaten it every time until right now.
Jason, you remember my friend Trav and Matt from Florida?
Yeah.
I've been talking to Travis.
Okay.
He didn't eat it.
He is doing really well down there, but I mean, he misses hanging out with us.
He's just busy. Is he working nights?
He's a tattooist artist, so
Oh, okay.
that's what I'm
Get
doing. And he's been super busy, trying to take care of his family, that kind of thing. You know how it goes.
Well, good thing today we got about a quarter inch of rain
Move.
today.
With that.
We get rain all the time.
Well, we're supposed to
Where'd it
get
go?
rain all the time.
Give me that.
Oh,
Like-
I did hear something really interesting, though. You know what woolly bullies are?
The what?
Woolly bullies.
No.
The little fuzzy caterpillars that are orange and black, generally.
Okay.
Well, depending on their banding color, if they're mostly orange, that means it's going to be a light winter. If they're a mixture of black and orange, the black parts are indicating parts of the winter is going to be tough, but there's going to be mild events here and there. But this year, they're all black.
Oh.
Yep,
Yeah.
I believe it.
So that means it's going to be
Extreme summer
Yeah.
to winter. So
Extreme
enjoy
weather.
your 4 weeks of fall.
It's like the Indian summer type situation.
Didn't I hear somewhere that Iowa's supposed to get snow next week?
I have not heard that. I would not be surprised, though.
Ryan Hall, you all said something about it. There's a high potential for snow next week in Iowa.
Will it stick?
I don't think so, because I'm looking next week all the way through Tuesday of next week, and it's all in the 80s and 90s. Somebody's been, pulling your leg.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to get rain today either.
And we got it.
Well, rain is good, though, for you guys.
Yeah.
We don't need rain. Let's see here. I am sending out my invitations to everybody on Facebook now.
Barely for him. Are you up all the way?
Going to Pepper. Let's see who else we got. Oh, Rob. Definitely got to do Rob.
Is it just us in the chat?
So far,
Wow.
I'm running a little late. Normally, I have this stuff already set up and everything. Like I said, I was having issues getting into
Oh,
YouTube.
there's Broadhead Outdoors.
Hey, Broadhead, how you doing?
I'm
You
gonna
know who
get
that
some
is,
coffee.
right?
I'll be right back.
You know what that is, right?
No.
That's Wyatt.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Wyatt.
But did he close down his other account too?
Well, his little brother took over his
Can I
account.
get more too while you're in there?
Yeah, so he had to come up with a new account. I told you. I told him it was you. I'm still sharing this out. So, trying to make sure everybody gets a piece of this. Let people know that's what's going on. I guess we got to send out parts to Jeff and there's Jeff. We may or may not have somebody who can help us work on the van to get it working.
He ate it.
Yeah.
Coco wanted it, so he ate it.
Yeah, I figured as soon as she walks around.
Here she comes.
Okay, Wyatt, how you doing, brother? I don't. I was just messing around and I forgot to save my password when I updated it. So,
Oh,
and the fact is, I'm changing phones companies, so it's going to be an issue there too because everything's listed as the old account, not the new account.
uh,
And I got to wait for the new SIM cards to come in. So, because we're changing over to Mint Mobile,
let me know how that works for you.
I will let you guys know. I will do a review of Mint. I was rubbing something off my screen, and I ended up backtracking for some reason. That was weird. So, have you been to the doctor yet, Molly?
No.
Okay. That sounds like sweet tea,
Iced coffee.
iced coffee.
The
Yeah.
caffeine will help with my headache.
Is it working?
It doesn't hurt as bad as it did yesterday.
Well, I bet. But no, I got no snow next week, just to let you know.
Okay.
I gotta share my screen out for the Bowhunter safety education. I'm not starting it yet, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for more people to come in before I can do anything. Hey, there's Jarrett. Hey, Blake. Howdy, people. Okay. Blake, if you hadn't seen it last week, I've got just enough green to do one bowstring. Um, I know I have enough blue, but if anybody feels like they would like to send me some new bowstring making material, I'd greatly appreciate it. I can make more bowstrings. But the kind I normally use, they are phasing out in the industry for some reason. Don't ask me why. It's just what they are doing. But I can, hopefully everything it turns out okay because I have no clue if it's going to work or not. I'm hoping it will. Your bow is green. Yes, I know that. But I have a blue, just enough green to make one half of a 2-strand bowstring. Don't ask me to do 3 because 3 is extremely difficult. Blake, that's Wyatt, just to let you know. And he turned 12 on Saturday. So he is officially the youngest person on this channel.
Yeah.
It used to be Evan, but not anymore. But Evan has always been the tallest, which is really surprising. So, before I get started on, yeah, we do actually. We have a KOA campground. It's just literally not even a mile from here. Over by that way, they even have a pond and everything. Yep, Blake. I will attempt to get your bowstring done. I do have a bow similar to the one you have, so I could use that one as a stand-in for your bow. I'll get. Only thing I don't have at the moment is the knocking points. I don't have any of those at the moment. I got to go to either Bass Pro or one of the other sporting good places that may have, Shields might have some to pick some of those up. So, oh, I do have a something. I'm not sure if it's going to show up or not. Let me see.
Where's your coffee?
Right here.
Okay.
There's
There's Blake
he's been here.
and Jared. No, I finally got back. I'm getting my coffee and Molly coffee, running the dogs outdoor.
Yeah, you got the guy's coffee.
I am picking up something from my family on Friday up in I think it's Grundy Center, which is above Marshalltown. We have a fire pit that we've been using in the backyard. This is an old cast iron fire pit on a metal stand. I bought ours originally brand new from Kmart, and the bowl of ours is now cracked. The stand itself had been run over at least once. And I found a replacement one exactly the way we had ours before it got damaged for $25.
Nice.
So that is
There goes your whole paycheck.
that was my last paycheck. Yeah, I did get my money from Workman's Comp, and it was
Nice.
basically no taxes or anything coming out of it. Do I have to pay taxes on it at the end of the year? Yeah.
Yep.
But right now there was nothing coming out, so that's good. I've got one more coming, and that's going to be it. Hey, Rob. Oh, anything, brother? If you need anything, just say the word. We got you.
What's going on?
He's in the ER. Are you at the ER or just at the doctor, Rob? We need to know.
All right.
All right.
Hon?
Hope we're all praying for you here.
Rob's at the doctor's.
Oh,
They're doing. He's been having issues.
yeah.
Yeah, so right now he's running tests every 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So any prayers, thoughts, well wishes, you name it, you got it, brother.
Right.
There's if you need anything, just say the word. We got you. Because hey, you're one of the first people I got to hook up with and hang out with here, in around the area when I was moved in for the first time down in Milo, and not the first person I hung out with on YouTube, but you're the second one. But we are brothers, we're a family, and brother, you owe me a video about the stuff you won. You haven't done anything with it yet. You can't go out without doing a video. But all seriousness aside, yeah, we want to make sure you're healthy, brother. And if you need anything from me, I can be in town and check you. Come in and see you tomorrow if you need me to. Right after work, obviously, but still.
You're going to work?
Yeah, I went to work today.
Oh,
I'm back at work. I went. Well, they didn't say I couldn't work. They did give me a ton of restrictions, though.
Yeah.
No lifting, twisting, kneeling, bending. No weights over 20 pounds. No pulling. No machines.
No pushing.
I already said that. No pushing, pulling, kneeling. None of that. Basically everything. I can sit and do paperwork. And I can walk around. And that's about it. They took out my stitches yesterday.
Yeah.
So if he needs anything, he just let me know. Just send me a message on here. I will come see you. Oh, ouch.
It looks so linear here inside my little office area.
Yeah. I'll be next.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I seen that picture. I didn't realize that's what happened.
Next year.
But that's the one you guys are living in, right? Jarrett had a major issue with his camper trailer. Well, on a good note, there is a mechanic right there at the edge of the road. We're going into the KOA campgrounds. So there's that. But, brother, I got you. We got you. We got you. All of us here. So if you need anything, literally, send me a message. I can come see you.
Cheeseburger.
Work trailer. Okay. I've got my 8 by 18 enclosed trailer that I use for the range, but that's about it. But I'm gonna, if Rob needs anything, he's all he has to do is say the word.
Right.
Especially if he's still in there tomorrow, I'm going to be there for him. Hey Blake, Kansas's first name is Jarrett with 2 T's at the end, like Jeff Jarrett, the race car driver. So is everybody else having bad luck this week? Not just, certain people? Does anybody know? Because if we're all having issues, then that's Jenny with her pulmonary embolism, me with my knee, Jarrett and his leaf spring, and Rob and his shoulder and other injuries. Crikey. We need an exorcism or a remove curse thing going on. What are you doing with a wart on your foot there, dude? You been stepping on toads? I know that's just a myth, but hey. Hello? Is everybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got quiet.
You told me to mute.
Oh, I didn't realize that we were going that bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay, though?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Do you know there are 12 different species of Bigfoot?
Like me?
No Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Or as my wife likes to call them, hobbit feet.
Right.
No, I didn't. I know there's Yeti, Sasquatch, and there's
Do you know there's a midget one?
Nope.
Yep.
What's it called?
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Just a Bigfoot, huh?
Yeah. But it's only like 3 or 4 feet tall.
There's the skunk ape, which is down in Florida. And there's the Jersey Devil. I thought these were all parts of the same thing myself,
They're all different varieties of Bigfoot. Do you know the Bigfoot hunts with one other animal?
What's that?
The chupacabra, because even Bigfoot needs a good dog.
That's true. Well, that's cool, Deb. We need all your healing prayers to Rob. Cornfed, Deb. He's in the hospital right now. So we need to make sure everybody sends good thoughts and healing energy and anything else that whatever path you follow, make sure you send.
Huga.
Hey, Huga. And yes, I know I have big feet. So for someone my size, which is like a little over 5'8", I've always had broad feet. It's a 10 wide.
Went to karate? Okay, have fun.
Okay, I will.
You know, kiss.
Hi, how you doing? We can hear you in the background.
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing better.
That's good.
I got to go back to work today, so I'm happy.
Well, that's good. I don't know what's wrong, but that's good.
Oh, I had knee surgery, so I finally got to go back to work.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Okay. Kick ass.
I don't do sparring until I get sparring gear.
You gotta stop saying that. I'm hopeful.
We're going to have her
With a
set her
karate
up
class.
against Wyatt, because Wyatt's in jiu-jitsu.
Uh,
Forget we need to be flagpoles.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu, no less.
forget to tell me when today.
We got flagpoles.
No.
They have one.
Wyatt, I know the difference.
Well, you have to relieve so he's not micromanaging.
yeah, you don't want to do that with him here.
Yeah, we'll wait till Tuesday.
There's American Judo. There is
Next week.
Chinese or Japanese karate, and then there's Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Commercial.
Commercial.
Well, I'll be right back. I got to pick up the pizza.
Okay, go ahead.
You got those little tweezers?
What little tweezers?
The ones I can pick out a splinter with?
Yes.
I didn't know a range. Do we have a towel?
Huh?
I didn't know what range. Do we have a towel somewhere?
Nope, you have to go in the house and find one. You never brought my green one back.
Commercial should be over.
Yeah, well, he went to go get his pizza delivery.
And then,
Here you go. Duet? There was puppy blankets in there that would have worked fine.
Not a check.
Okay, folks. This is from Casey's. Let's see here. Pepperoni and pineapple.
Honey, look at my glove.
I know it's swollen. When you use my little ice machine,
No, I need napkin.
we're gonna go get some food. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Right after this pizza.
Ready for these messages?
Yep. Pizza.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get a splinter out of her.
That doesn't sound like tweezers. Shut up. Scooter. Shut up.
I wait for it to fester a little bit so I can get it out easier.
Okay.
Here you go. Well, good luck with that, Huga. Make sure you got your generator up and ready.
No, I'm gonna get it for you. Is what I'm saying.
No, Huga, that's one of the benefits of living next to a little small town.
I guess I could use the small.
You can still get pizza.
We're still close enough, but yet far enough out of the city. Let's see, what does the lightning data say? Oh, we got another little pop up here to the west of us. I don't know if it's going to get us or not.
Be good if it did.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll put this in here by your chair.
There's a good storm over by Lafayette, Houston, Big Bend, all over New Mexico, Florida. Happy's going to get it again. Oh, Ohio and Indiana, state line's going good. Illinois is going good. And another one coming in to Seattle right now. Everything else is pretty calm.
Okay.
We're almost ready, folks.
He's coming.
Slowly.
Oh.
No, Huga, I don't know.
What's the question?
Can someone explain to me what the heck the smack about with India versus Canada is all about?
Smackdown between Canada and India?
Yeah,
Is it a hockey game or what?
no.
Okay. Had the Ohio storm blow through. Okay. I have no idea. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm checking news. I don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
It's a diplomatic row over the assassination of a Sikh Canadian flared on Tuesday with dueling expulsion of diplomats. So somebody assassinated a Sikh. Okay. Okay. Oh, his family's huge, Wyatt. He himself is huge. Yeah. Jared's family, with the exception of his wife, are all tall. Okay. How many people we got in here?
By the way, Huga, another person I'd like to see fall down the stairs and not get back up is that gentleman right there.
Who? Me?
Trudeau.
Oh. I thought you were talking about me there for a second.
No. It'd be self-inflicted. Nobody can do anything. Oh.
I'm adding this to the stage right here. Get ready for the chorus. You guys ready?
Sure.
Bows are short-range hunting tools. A bow's general function is to store energy in a limb system and transfer the energy to an arrow when the string is released. While modern bows can shoot arrows up to 400 yards at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour, the bow is a short-range hunting tool. Depending on the circumstances, the maximum distance is 30 to 40 yards. At that range, it's common for an arrow to pass completely through an animal. To ensure accuracy, most shots are taken at 15 yards.
I have to do this every freaking time.
Why? Because it's inactive.
Well, I'm going to try to get this thing all covered up where you guys can see it, everything.
No, we can just listen to it.
Well, some people want to read it.
Bow selection. Proper bow selection and fit are essential for maximum accuracy and performance when bow hunting. When purchasing a bow, it's best to consult a reputable retailer in the business of selling archery and bow hunting products. The first decision you need to make is whether you need a left or right-handed bow. This decision is based primarily on your dominant or master eye. For example, if your right eye is dominant, you would be best served by a right-handed bow, which allows you to pull the string with your right hand. Before buying, it's best to test the equipment and experiment with various bows and other tackle. Matching your bow with your physical capabilities. First-time bow hunters should be measured for their draw length and draw weight to help with selecting a bow. The staff at a professional archery shop will help you take these measurements. Draw length is how far an archer draws the bowstring. While a short person may pull the bowstring back 23 inches, a taller person may pull it 30 inches. For optimum performance, the bow must be fitted to the proper draw length. Draw weight is determined by the ability of the archer to pull a certain amount of weight on the bowstring. Younger shooters may draw 25 to 35 pounds. Adults may pull 50 pounds or more. The bow you select must match your strength. Don't choose a draw weight that's too heavy. You should be able to fully draw the bow comfortably while holding your bow arm parallel to the ground and pulling straight back. If you have to raise your bow arm, you're trying to pull too much weight. In general, use the heaviest draw weight you can shoot comfortably and accurately in all weather conditions, shooting positions, and hunting situations, such as blinds, tree stands, still hunting, and stalking. First-time bow hunters should be measured for their draw length. Remember, some states or special hunting areas may have minimum draw weights required to hunt big game. Consult the appropriate hunting regulations. Dominant or master eye. Just as you have a dominant hand, you also have a dominant eye. You need to aim with a dominant or master eye for the most accurate shooting. Usually your dominant eye is the same as your dominant hand, but not always. To determine your dominant eye, 1. Form a triangular opening with your thumbs and forefingers. 2. Stretch your arms out in front of you. 3. Focus on a distant object while looking through the triangular opening. 4. Bring your hands slowly to your face, keeping sight of the object through the opening. The opening will naturally come to your dominant eye. If you're not sure which eye is dominant, close one eye at a time. The weak eye will see the back of your hand. The dominant one will be focused on the object in the triangle. The longbow. Considered the traditional bow, the longbow has long, nearly straight limbs that form an arc when strung. This is the bow used by those interested in traditional shooting with minimal additional equipment.
That's what I'd like to use.
The recurve bow. Also considered a traditional bow, the limbs are shorter than a longbow and curve back away from the belly of the bow, which can provide more power in a shorter bow than the longbow. The recurve also features a pistol-style grip that adapts well for use with a bow sight or other accessories. This bow is a popular choice because it's smooth, quiet, and fast shooting. The compound bow. By far, the compound bow is the most popular bow for hunting and target shooting. Many styles are available, but they all work basically in the same manner. Wheels and cams attached to the limbs and bowstring efficiently store energy as the bow is drawn to reduce the holding weight and make it easier to hold at full draw. The resulting benefit of the bow's design is that it can reduce draw weight by 50% or more. Choosing a compound bow. Many compound bows are adjustable for both draw length and draw weight. A proper choice would be a bow that could be adjusted for more draw weight as you become stronger through practice. Younger shooters benefit from a bow that allows them to adjust the draw length and draw weight as their arms grow longer and stronger. The shaft. A modern arrow can be described as the delivery system for the arrow's point. Arrows have four main parts: the shaft, fletching, the nock, and the arrow points. The body of an arrow is called the shaft. Arrow shafts are made from wood, aluminum, carbon fiber, fiberglass, or a combination of aluminum and carbon fiber. Wood. These arrow shafts often are made from cedar, pine, or spruce. Finished arrows are fletched with feathers and are sometimes brightly painted, referred to as dipped and crested, in matched dozens. The shafts are usually tipped with glue-on target or hunting points. However, they may have a glue-on adapter that accepts a screw-on practice tip or broadhead. Wooden arrows are preferred by many archers who shoot a traditional recurve bow or longbow. Wooden arrow shafts are not suitable or safe for use with modern compound bows or crossbows. Tubular aluminum. Made from specially formulated alloys, these shafts are shaped into a wide variety of sizes, colors, and spines for virtually every need. The hollow shafts are lightweight and can be manufactured to precise specifications. Most aluminum shafts are equipped with internal bushings called inserts that can accept screw-in points. These shafts may be fletched with feathers or plastic vanes, depending on the archer's personal preference. Tubular carbon fiber. The three types of carbon fiber shafts are 100% carbon, carbon composite, and carbon/aluminum. Fast and accurate, this design represents the leading edge of modern arrow shaft technology. This shaft is extremely strong and lightweight. Carbon fiber shafts are available in a variety of diameters, each with specific options for inserts and points. Carbon fiber shafts may be fletched with feathers or plastic vanes, depending on the archer's personal preference. Tubular fiberglass. Inexpensive and durable, these shafts possess adequate straightness for non-hunting archery shooting fun. They are good for beginning archers, clubs, schools, and low-poundage equipment. Solid fiberglass. Commonly used in bow fishing, these shafts are extremely durable and heavy. Their weight and mass allow them to penetrate below the surface of the water for shooting carp, gar, and other rough fish. Attached to a bow fishing reel by high-strength line, the bow fishing reel is mounted on the bow near the sight window. These shafts may be fletched with a slip-on style of plastic fletching because of their exposure to water. Many times, however, these arrows are not fletched because they fly such a short distance. Fletching. Fletching is made up of 3 or more vanes or feathers. One of the fletches will be a different color and is called the cock or index fletch. The remaining fletches are referred to as the hen fletching. Fletching on an arrow shaft stabilizes the shaft during flight by causing it to spin as it leaves the bow, just as a quarterback puts a spiral spin on the football as he passes. Spinning keeps the arrow on its flight path and preserves speed, accuracy, and ultimately impact power. Generally speaking, the fletching profile needs to be wider than the cutting diameter of the broadhead being shot, or arrow flight could be affected. It is recommended also that 4 to 5 inch fletching be used to compensate for broadhead size and weight. There are several types of fletching. Offset fletching. This type of fletching may be used for both hunting or archery target shooting. 3 fletches are glued symmetrically onto the shaft 120 degrees apart. Some archers prefer 4 fletches per arrow attached 90 degrees apart.
That's like me.
The ends of the fletches are offset by a 1.5 to 2.5 degree angle. Helical fletching. This is another popular type of fletching for both hunting or archery target shooting. Fletches are glued onto the shaft in a slight spiral, 3-degree fashion to provide more spin and greater in-flight stability. Fletches also may be glued on at a slight diagonal to the long axis of the arrow shaft. Flu-flu fletching. There are 2 methods for attaching turkey wing feathers for this type of fletching. A single uncut turkey wing feather is wrapped around the arrow shaft, glued in place, and picked apart to form a bristle appearance. 3 to 6 large, uncut feathers are glued onto the arrow shaft in an offset or helical manner. Flu arrows do not fly very far because of the increased resistance of the oversized fletchings. Fletching material. Plastic fletching. This fletching is made from the soft plastic or vinyl and is often called vanes. Vanes are available in many sizes, flexibilities, and colors, are perfectly matched, and are easily glued onto wood, aluminum, or carbon fiber shafts using a fletching tool called a fletcher or fletching jig. Feather fletching. This fletching is made from the wing pointer feathers of a turkey. The pointer feathers have a natural curvature distinct to the right and left wings of the turkey. You may use all left wing or all right wing feathers on your arrows, no matter which one of your eyes is dominant. You must use the proper left wing or right wing clamp to match your left wing or right wing feathers. A feather-fletched arrow will use either all right wing or all left wing feathers, never a mixture. The nock and the string loop. The nock of an arrow is made of plastic and serves as the attachment point to place an arrow on a bowstring. Snap-on nocks lightly snap onto or grasp the bowstring to prevent unintentional separation of the arrow from the bowstring. Prior to shooting, check nocks for cracks, nicks, or any other damage. A damaged nock may not absorb the energy from your bow properly, causing it to dry fire. A nocking point, nock locating device, is most popular on recurve bows, long bows, or bows that are not using a release aid for shooting. It can be as simple as a small wrap of string or as elaborate as a rubber and brass band pinched onto the string at the appropriate spot. A string loop is often used as the nocking point when archers are using a release aid and are shooting short axle-to-axle compound bows. In order to shoot consistently, the location where the arrow joins the bowstring must be the same with each shot and with all shafts. Proper placement of the nocking point or string loop is an important part of tuning a bow for the best arrow flight and accuracy. Styles of arrow shaft nocks. Style A. Two-piece arrow shaft nocking systems include a shaft insert, bushing, and nock that are made specifically for several types of arrow shaft materials, such as carbon fiber, aluminum, or aluminum carbon fiber combination. Style B. This one-piece arrow shaft nock is made to fit directly over the swaged shaft. Style C. Called a push-in or insert nock, this popular type of one-piece nock is inserted into the end of the arrow shaft and fits tightly inside the shaft so that glue is not needed. Types of arrow points. The type of arrow point defines its function. An arrow can be fitted with a variety of points designed for specific tasks, from target practice to big game hunting. The same dozen arrows, when properly matched to your bow, can be tipped with practice points before hunting season and later tipped with big game hunting broadheads that shoot similarly to the practice points. Arrow points are available in numerous styles, shapes, and weights, and each is designed for a specific purpose. Bullet and field target points are designed to be shot into bag targets, foam targets, or grass-type targets. Can be matched to the weight of big game broadheads that a hunter plans to use during hunting season. Practicing with weight-matched target points minimizes bow sight adjustments before hunting. Judo grabbing points are designed for field practice and used while roving under simulated hunting conditions and selecting targets such as leaves, stumps, or sticks. Have small protruding wire springs, grabbing hooks, on the arrow point to prevent the arrow from disappearing when shot into ground cover. Weigh the same as most popular big game broadheads. Blunt points may be used for small game animals such as rabbits and squirrels. Are flat instead of pointed and made from rubber, plastic, or steel. kill by shock. Many blunt points are made from rubber or plastic. They flare out at the tip to form a much wider striking surface which delivers more shock to the target. Used with fletched shafts for squirrel hunting. Bow fishing points. Made of steel and designed to penetrate the hard scales of carp, gar, and other rough fish. Equipped with a strong barb to allow retrieval of the fish. Usually feature screw-off or retractable barbs for easy removal from the fish. Remember, while it is important to have the right equipment, technology does not replace good hunting skills. Broadheads. Broadheads are used primarily for hunting big game. Selecting the proper arrow and broadhead combination for your bow and the game being hunted is critical for the most penetration possible. There are 3 basic types of broadheads: fixed blades, removable blades, and mechanical or expandable blades. All broadheads, regardless of type, must be sharp, durable, and matched to your equipment and the size of game being hunted. Blades must be sharpened after each practice and prior to going into the field to hunt. A cut-on-contact broadhead, such as those shown in the first and third illustrations on the following page, may be used for all bows, but is recommended for lower poundage bows to maximize penetration. Use a broadhead wrench. Use a special wrench to screw on broadheads. This device covers the blades while a broadhead is being tightened on an arrow. If a wrench isn't used, the slightest slip can cause a serious cut. Test broadhead sharpness. To test the sharpness of a broadhead, pass it through rubber bands stretched across a small opening. If the bands are cut easily, your broadhead is sharp and ready for the hunt. Remember, consult arrow shaft manufacturers and broadhead manufacturers for recommended arrow grain weight charts as well as shaft selection charts for specific equipment being used and the game hunted. Types of broadheads. Fixed blades. Used by many traditional style bow hunters and by bow hunters who are shooting bows with lower draw weights, these broadheads are designed to glue directly onto the arrow shaft or have screw-in design to fit most screw-in type ferrules that can be used with adapters placed on the outside or inside of the arrow shafts. Removable blades. This broadhead is designed so that the blades can be replaced on the ferrule. There is no need to discard the entire broadhead if only the blades are damaged. Mechanical or expandable blades. Blades are retracted close to the ferrule before the shot. Upon impact, the blades expand to expose the cutting edges. These blades are recommended for use only with bows rated 50 pounds or more because most mechanical heads require additional energy to open upon penetration. Glossary. Ferrule. The center portion of a broadhead where the blades attach. Importance of matching arrows to your bow. Arrows must be matched with your bow. Mismatched arrows may not fly correctly or accurately. Perfect arrow flight can usually be obtained if the balance point on a completed arrow, that is, a fletched arrow with a point attached, is located 10 to 16% of the distance forward from the center of the arrow toward the point. Arrows that are too lightweight for your bow may cause you to essentially dry fire your bow. Remember, if the bowstring hits your arm regularly when you release, check your wrist and elbow position in relation to the bowstring. In addition, the bow's draw length may be too long, or you may be gripping the bow incorrectly. Spine and archer's paradox. Every arrow shaft has a degree of stiffness called spine, which is its resistance to bending. Bending, known as archer's paradox, occurs when an arrow is released from the bow. The forward thrust of the string causes the shaft to bend in one direction and then react in the opposite direction as it speeds downrange. Spine strength must be matched to bow draw weight. If your arrows are too lightly or heavily spined for your bow, the archer's paradox movements will be extreme, resulting in poor arrow flight and loss of accuracy. It's better to err on the stiff, too heavily spined side. Arrow manufacturers publish selection charts that match bow weights to proper arrow spine. Your local archery shop will help you match your gear. Arrow shaft length and labeling. Arrow shaft length also must be matched to your bow. Drawing an arrow that's too short is dangerous because it may slip off the bow, while an arrow that is too long weakens the spine of the arrow. Arrow tables can help you make the right selection. Aluminum arrows are labeled by their outside diameter and the wall thickness of the shaft. A thicker shaft provides greater stiffness. Aluminum and carbon fiber combination arrows are measured by spine deflection. A smaller number means that the arrow has a stiffer spine. For example, 3-60/340 means 3 wraps of carbon fiber with an aluminum core tube diameter of 60 and a spine stiffness rating of 340. Carbon arrows also are labeled to indicate their spine deflection. The most common spine sizes range from 260 to 500. As with combination arrows, a smaller number means the arrow has a stiffer spine. Therefore, a value of 340 indicates a stiffer and heavier spine, while a value of 500 indicates the lightest and most flexible spine. Remember, some manufacturers label the shaft size using bow weight, such as 30 to 50 pounds, while others use their own code system. Always check with the specific manufacturer to select arrows that are the correct size. Checking alignment. For the greatest accuracy, make sure arrow points are aligned properly with the arrow shaft. This is critical with all styles of broadheads. Check all broadheads for alignment before shooting at an animal. Arrow shaft inserts also must be properly aligned. Arrow shafts with a broadhead attached can be spun and observed from the point end for a wobble. Simply place an arrow on a desk or counter with the broadhead extended over the edge and roll it across the surface. If the shaft appears to wobble rather than spin freely, check the alignment of the shaft's aluminum or carbon fiber insert. It must be aligned exactly in the center of the shaft, or the arrow will not spin smoothly. Essential items. Arm guard. A covering that keeps clothing clear of the bowstring and protects the arm holding the bow. Finger protection. A string guard, tab, glove, or mechanical release that allows the hunter to pull, hold, and release the string without chafing fingers. Quiver. A shatter-resistant cover or hood that protects the shooter and others from accidental contact with arrow points and provides safe transport of arrows in the field. There are 2 basic types of quivers. Back quiver, worn on the back. It may be separate or worn as part of a backpack. Bow quiver, attaches to the bow. Many types are detachable while hunting. More accessories. Arrow rest assembly. Supports the arrow to assist bow tuning and improve arrow flight. Bow sights. Increase accuracy by assisting the shooter with a specific point of aim on an animal's vital area. Cable string silencer. Decreases noise of the bowstring upon release of the shot. Kisser button. Attaches to the bowstring to improve accuracy by giving a consistent anchor point each time the bowstring is drawn. Limb accessory silencer. Decreases noise of the bow upon release of the shot. Peep sight. Attaches to the bowstring and acts as a rear sight at full draw to improve accuracy. Stabilizer. Reduces bow recoil and increases the mass weight of the bow to lessen movement during a shot. Video. Gearing up.
Look who's here.
I figured you'd be getting outfitted with gear too. You need a hand? Well, you came to the right spot. Come on.
The staff at archery shops like this can help match us with the right setup for our skills in the game we're after. Bow hunting friends, local archery clubs, and archery websites can also help point you in the right direction.
Let's get started with the main tool in hunting with a bow and arrow, the bow. What's your flavor? Yeah, the choices can be a little bit overwhelming, so let's break it down into the 3 main types of bows.
Traditional bows, compound bows, crossbows, traditional bows. Few people bow hunt with a stick and string anymore, but some archers like traditional style bows, like longbows and recurves, because they are challenging and fun.
There's a few things that might help you decide if a traditional bow like this is right for you.
First is knowing that many states have minimum draw weight requirements for big game. So, depending on how strong you are, you might be limited to the type of game you can hunt with a traditional bow. And keep in mind that for the safety of the bow and yourself, always use a bowstringer to avoid injury or damage. Crossbows.
These crossbows look pretty awesome, don't they?
With a scope and a trigger, they take the drawing and holding the bowstring out of the equation, which can allow some people with physical limitations to still enjoy hunting. But check your state's hunting regulations if you decide to use a crossbow. Compound bows.
Depending on what, where, and how you're hunting, most people choose a compound bow because of these advantages.
It's easier to hold at full draw because of the mechanical advantage, and that makes it easier to aim. It converts more of the bow's energy into arrow velocity. That means speed. That increased arrow velocity converts into flatter arrow flight and increased penetration and accuracy. Its shorter overall length makes it easier to shoot in tight places such as a tree stand or blind. Their many accessories make them easier to shoot more accurately in a shorter time.
With all the different designs, let-offs, cams, lengths, you name it, compound technology can get pretty intense. And these archery shop experts, they can help you select what's best for you and what you intend to hunt.
Nice choice. That looks just like Haley's bow. But don't you think it looks a little bit naked? I mean, there's a few more things you need to be able to shoot it. We should consider a
sighting system, release aid, arrow rest, arrow quiver, a peep sight.
All right, sight, release, rest, and quiver. We forgot the other half of the bow and arrow. No problem.
Your pro shop will match your bow with the right arrow type, fletching, length, weight, spine.
Let's consider the last characteristic, spine.
It's hard to see, but when you shoot an arrow, there's so much energy converted from the bow into launching the arrow that it actually flexes the arrow shaft as it leaves the bow. And depending on the spine of your arrow, you get more or less flex. And getting it right is key. It's called the archer's paradox.
Archer's paradox.
So you want to go bow hunting, right? We got our license, we've got our bow and arrows, but that's not what actually kills big game. You see, an arrow all by itself won't do the job. It's the sharp broadhead on the end that allows you to harvest big game.
Your bow and arrow delivers the broadhead to your target, so it's really important that you match your broadhead to your bow, arrows, and the type of game you're hunting. But here are some basic guidelines. Fixed broadheads don't require assembly with replaceable blades. They're one solid piece. Depending on the game, modular broadheads with replaceable blades that you assemble on a fixed shaft offer lots of good options. Expandable or mechanical broadheads deploy the blades on impact. How cool is that? And broadheads kill by blood loss, lots of it. So be sure anytime you hunt, you use razor sharp blades. And when you're changing the broadheads, use a broadhead wrench.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What about your gear insurance? You just spent all your hard-earned cash on that sweet setup. You don't want to throw it into your ride unprotected.
Get yourself a quality case that will protect your bow hunting investment, your bow, your arrows, the works. It's safer for your gear and yourself.
Now we're ready to get out there and practice. Let's go.
Hey, Mandy.
Sorry. I was doing something. Back down. Next one. Here we go. Quiz. Ready for the quiz, everybody?
Yep.
Okay. Question 1. This thing ever... Nope. I gotta read it. Why is it important to know which is your dominant eye? A, to know whether you need a left or right-handed bow. B, to know which eye is to close when aiming. C, to know where to place the arrow on the bow. Or D, to know whether you use a longbow or a recurve.
A.
Anybody else going to the Hey, Scott, how you doing? Mandy, hi. Sorry, I was on the other. I was on. Yeah. Sorry, I wouldn't say hi, but yeah. Which of these 4 would be the right answer
A.
for determining your dominant eye? By the way, I do teach that skill on how to check out for your dominant eye. I talk about it from time to time. So if anybody's interested, I can help you out. But I'm going to say A. I'm going to hit the button and say yes. That is the answer. Question 2 of 10. Draw weight refers to which weight? A, the weight of the bow. B, the weight of the string. C, the weight the archer pulls. Or D, the weight of the arrow.
C.
I'm going to say she.
I would say C.
C.
There you go.
C is for cookie.
C.
C is for cookie. Yep, C. Oh. Question 3. The compound bow can reduce draw weight by 50% or more due to what feature? A, wheels and cams. B, springs. D, a flexible riser. Or D, curved limbs.
Wheel and cams. Mechanical advantage.
A for that one. Okay. I'm going to say A. Question 4. The bow fishing point is designed specifically to penetrate which type of fish? A, exotic.
Yeah.
B, tropical.
Yeah.
C, rough.
Yeah.
Or D, sport.
C.
C.
Rough.
I'm
C.
saying C. Does anybody else say C?
Rough.
I was going to say trash fish, but
It wasn't there.
I know. Rough.
Rough is trash.
Okay.
I did that one. Question 5. What bow rating is recommended for a mechanical or expandable arrow point?
50 plus.
A, 30 pounds or more. B, 35 pounds or more. C, 40 pounds or more. Or D, 50 pounds or more.
D.
D.
I say D. Sorry if I'm going too fast for you guys. Tell me to slow down. I will freaking slow down. Okay. Yep, SD says D. I say D.
D.
Wait. You say D. Oh, A. What do I... For 30 pounds?
No.
I don't think so. Go that one. Question 6. If the spine strength is matched to the bow's draw weight, what will be minimized during flight? A, porpoising. B, fishtailing. C, bending. Or D, drag.
Bending.
C.
I want to make sure we get a C from Jarrett. Let me see what Scott says. You know what it's talking about when it talks about porpoising and fishtailing? Porpoising is up and down when the arrow goes up and down. And fishtailing is literally what it says. It goes from side to side. We got a D. We have a C. What did you say, Jason?
C.
Okay, we got 2 C's and a D. Okay, I don't know.
Doesn't deal with the archer's paradox. Bending. not going to be drag. Because that would be either the broadhead or the fletching.
It's Archer's paradox is what I would call it, but the thing is they're not asking for that.
No. What's it do? It causes the arrow to bend if your arrow is not stiff enough.
Well, the thing is, sorry for saying that twice. A bow with a lighter arrow will fishtail.
Okay.
A bow with a heavier arrow than it's weighted for will porpoise up and down. I may have that reversed. It's just been a while since I've shot something really light. Because I generally shoot heavier bows. So it's definitely not D. I do know that. So this one's a tough one. Because they're going outside the range.
Did you bring mine down?
Yes, I will bring those out.
Thank you.
So we got, which is it? Or which one are you going? You going with C?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Scott said C. Jarrett changed his answer, so I'm not sure if he wants C or D. I want to say porpoising or fishtailing, but
Thank you.
Because that's what Archer's paradox is. I'm going to go with B because it just feels right to me. But that's question 7. What would happen if an arrow is too short for the bow? A, it could slip off the bow. B, it could splinter. C, it could fly erratically. Or D, it could damage the bow. Or E, all the above.
A.
I'm thinking A. I'm gonna wait for I hear more from the chat. I'm gonna do something here when I get a chance. I'm going to bring over pop out the chat so I can see it on the other side when I'm doing this here. Okay, we got an A. We got a. Okay, I think the A sounds like a good answer. I'm waiting for Jarrett to say anything, but 2 A's, 3. I'm gonna say A as well. So here's go what happens with that one. Question 8. What is it called when bending occurs when the arrow is released from the bow?
Paradox thing.
The Archer's paradox. That was an easy one. Sorry, folks, if I'm going to answer this one really quick because I know that one. Question 9. What accessory keeps clothing clear of the bowstring and will protect the bowhunter from injury? A, arm guard. B, arrow rest assembly. C, kisser button. D, stabilizer. Okay. These last 2 questions are like way too easy.
What was 7? I missed it.
We said C. He said A or B or something with that.
No, I didn't even hear the question. I wasn't here.
Question 10, last one of the series. We'll find out what we do after this. What hunting item increases accuracy by assisting the shooter with a specific point of aim on an animal's vital area? A stabilizer. B, a arrow rest assembly. C, a bow sight. D, a kisser button.
I like the kisser button.
Bow sight.
C.
Bow sight. Let's see what everybody else say. Yeah. Bow sight. Anybody else say bow sight besides us? In the chat, what we got? C. We got 4 C's. I think 4 C's is enough to wait for a 5th C, but we're going to go for it with that one.
C.
C is for cookie, and here is the answer for me. Okay, complete the quiz. We did it. View results. Did we get an 100% or did we get an 80%? We're going to find out. Results are 90%. Oh, man.
Which one did we miss?
You guys were right. I was wrong.
See,
That was me when I went off the thing. Bending is the correct answer.
Yeah, it was C.
C. A lot of the answers were C, if you guys noticed it.
see, I told you.
C, ha, 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 ha. I see what you did there. But yeah, it passed. See? We passed. Okay, that's it for today. We'll be continuing this section, the next section on the next thing. For today, we're going to be opening up to chat, and if you have any questions, that's pretty cool. There we go. Thank you for that. So, C. Yeah, as you guys know, it's just some of the stuff CC Senor. Okay. Let's see here. We gotta say we've been saying C way too many times. Let's go now. Now, depending on type of bow you use, you're going to see more or less archer's paradox or porpoising and stuff like that. Okay, let me do a quick thing here of. Okay. They're talking about fishtailing. Fishtailing is due to multiple factors. If the arrows are flying fine and occasional fishtails, you're right. A sloppy release is at fault. A clean release is that's just too complex. It needs more simple answers. Thank you, Scott. I've been trying this. This is a series I've been working on since I got injured. And decided to, going through surgery and being stuck at home. I figured this would be a good thing for everybody to learn. And I'm sure you'd hunt in Iowa if you had a chance, more than going to the brass armadillo with me and everything else like that. Though that's still kind of hunting as well. But I'm sure that there's similar bow hunter education opportunities in each state. Scott's in South Dakota, and Jason's down in Texas, and that kind of thing. It's just that you got to find out what their regulations are suited to your state. This one is from Iowa, and I think since Iowa's pretty centrally located, we cover pretty much all the same stuff as everybody else. Yeah, I can understand that. Now, Jason, when you shoot an arrow, when you go buy an arrow for your bow, what type of fletch do you prefer? You do vanes or do you feathers? Do you do 3 fletch or 4?
3 fletch vanes. They're already attached to the arrow.
Okay. No, they got to be glued on. You know that, right? They're not always going to be automatically attached, but I prefer feathers, as you guys already know, because there's something about feathers that just look right, Yes, I do 4 fletch.
Hey, you got room for my food?
Thank you, Scott. I would probably end up using these carbons that I picked up.
Warm.
These are the carbon arrows that I won from the Iowa Deer Classic a couple years ago. The funniest thing about these particular shabs, I keep on saying it, is that there is a warning label on these things. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Did you know that all the ones you buy in the market have serial numbers on them?
I haven't bought arrows in forever. Not the ones like people think of. These I didn't buy. These I won these, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I love my traditional bows. I mean, here's another 4-fletch. You see, it's a slight spiral on these.
All right or all left?
I'm not sure. So I bought them, the shabs. They were just in a box. I bought the whole box. And right now, these are just simple feel points. This arrow itself is unsurfaceable. I cannot hunt with this. I can't shoot this one because I shot too close to it. I gouged out a part of it. So this one here is junk, unfortunately. Now, by using when we're talking about blunts, this is the hex blunt that I like to use for small game. This one's just a simple 3-fletch. This one would go with my 55-pound recurve or my 55-pound longbow, depending on what I'm feeling up to using at the time. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's because if you shoot an arrow at a deer and you leave it in there and the deer suffers, and they could track that arrow back to the person who shot it, or at least bought it.
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't shipped these arrows yet. But these are simple not Walmart. These are Amazon cheapy arrows. But they're really, really cheapy arrows. Chinese brand. They work really well.
Yeah, when you buy those expensive ones, those are the ones that have the serial numbers on them.
Well, these are wood. You're not going to have that.
Yeah, no.
But the thing is with this one, not all my arrows are matched. When I bought these and I took them down to the archery shop, I had them spined. The 11 of them were dead on. That 12th one was 15 pounds lighter than it should have been. Yeah, so you got to make sure when you get your arrows, match them up.
Yeah, we're going back to the buyer and said, "Hey, I need a discount."
Actually, that's not a thing, Scott. What they actually discussed on this particular one, left and right wing of turkeys, because one will spin one way, one will spin the other, due to them being left and right. But if you're going to shoot, you can shoot all lefts or shoot all rights. But as one of the things they just mentioned is that do not mix left and right feathers on your fletching. It will not work.
Yeah, it won't rotate correctly.
Right. They were talking about is arrows that do this spiral fletching, that are slightly spun spiral. This one here is that straight across, as you can see.
Yeah.
And this one here is similar to the thing, but it's 4-fletch. But this one here is a little different because it's got 2 this way and 2 this way. They're like opposites. Now, give me a second here. I got to move my backpack out of the way.
Always remember, when you're knocking your arrow, laces out.
Okay. On this one was a custom made by a friend of mine. He was an Eagle Scout. And this one here, they're slightly spiral. This thing shoots like rifle bullets. I use this with my broadhead. But this is, it's about a little bit longer than I usually use. But you can see it slightly angled.
Yeah.
So it spins when it shoots. I plan for I normally don't use 3-bladed tips, but this is what I had available. I generally prefer the 2-bladed traditional broadheads like this. But I do have my medieval ones, but I'm waiting on a really, really good hunt for something like that. Hey, Mandy, how you doing?
Excuse me.
Now, we know that Jason shoots compound. SD, what do you use? Scott, what kind of bow do you use? I shoot two different types, longbow and recurve. Generally, most people don't shoot both. I just happen to decide, like shooting both depending on the situation I'm going in.
I have a hair bow.
Are you talking about the little candies?
Not hair bro. Hair bow.
Oh, little bow in your hair?
Yeah.
Grumpy and slightly annoyed. Just to let everybody know, Rob Cornfed is going through a rough patch and is at the hospital at the moment. So please, all good thoughts and healing energies towards him. Thank you. I don't know the current situation, but I just know that he's not doing well.
Yeah, and if you pray, he could use a few.
Is that a compound, recurve, longbow, crossbow? Thank you, Mandy.
So he's got a Martian hunter bow. Cool.
Yeah. He's got a Jaeger, not a Jaguar. It's a Jaeger.
Jaeger is a hunter in Germany.
I was thinking about the one movie with the giant robots. They're called Jaegers. But that's just
I thought you were talking Jägermeister. I was thinking about Cliff.
That would definitely be Cliff. Now, okay, we got two compound shooters. I'm not sure if what Jarrett shoots, but I'm one of the few traditional instructors that I know of, anyway. And it's I know what you want a Mongolian horsebill, but what can you shoot right now, Jarrett? You said your shoulder was a little messed up. So, like I said, I pull a 74-pound longbow, the reflex deflex style, and the only reason that I pull it because I like it. It's on the top end of me comfortably shooting without being overbowed, and it's great for shooting off from the ground. You can use your old bear bow for more than just fishing, By the way, I may have to hit you up with some tips and tricks on bow fishing because I've never been. I've got most of the gear, but I'd never been bow fishing. I've always wanted to try. We were planning on bow fishing for frogs at the gathering, but
What frogs?
Huh?
What frogs?
Yeah, that was pretty much the situation. We never got a chance to go looking for frogs. We were just so caught up in everything else that was going on because it was a lot of stuff to do and not enough time and people, to cram everything all together. But I will do that stuff in a heartbeat if I can. That before I had our van back. So if we would have had our minivan back, Jenny could have gone to work and stuff by herself. Then I could have stayed out there with you guys. But the next gathering will be a long ways from now, in a galaxy far, far away. Unless someone wants to come down here again, then we can just go, get together and just hang out. But what would you have if you had a chance and money was not an object there, Jason? Would you come up again?
Yeah.
At that particular park.
Different spot.
I kind of like the spot though, but I mean, we have multiple mini parks. 50 pounds is not too bad. My friend
Oh, that was a nice spot. It was convenient for the stores nearby.
It wasn't too bad. It was not too expensive. It was really close to the bathrooms where you needed to be, not too far away. The only issue we had was we had to do something about the raccoons the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we could do it or not legally. Could you imagine if you put a cow electric fence to protect your perimeter from raccoons?
No, it's too sightly.
Huh?
It's too sightly.
What do you mean?
It would ruin the camping.
No. You turn it on at night before you go to bed.
No, just having it up and everything else is just an inconvenience.
Well, all they do is have to touch it once and they won't come back. You're not trying to kill them, just going to deter them.
All it takes is one sleepy person coming back from the bathroom.
I would love to see that bow, Scott. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome to. I got room for so many people up here. I put my money in from my workman's comp yesterday, and the payment for StreamYard came out immediately. So, I would love to see your bow if you got it available, Scott. I got a Samick Sage takedown. I have a Atmos survival longbow from SAS Strategic Archery Systems. It's a 55-pound takedown longbow with an anodized aluminum riser. It's the heaviest duty bow I have ever owned, the most expensive one I own, and it's left-handed. I had to have it special ordered for that one because generally they don't do left-handed. Paddlefish. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if we ever would have done if we would have got a snapper. Jason, what would we have done?
With what?
A snapping turtle.
Probably let it go.
If it was, like I said, it was eating their fish. They were paddle, they had paddlefish on the line, and it was eating their fish while they were, doing their bow fishing.
Still throw it back.
It
Depends
was
what the laws are about it.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's illegal to hunt turtles. Let me check. No, actually, here it is. To take turtles, you need a fishing license. To take common snapping turtles, spiny soft shells, smooth soft shells, and painted turtles. So all you need is a fishing license. So you're legally allowed. Yeah, I can understand that, Scott. I've caught snapping turtles before. I've eaten one growing up. And this turtle was like this big or bigger. My grandpa caught it and he cleaned it. He said it was good eating, so that's what we did. We ate it. But I'd still like to see your bow, though, Scott. If you want to come up, the link is at the top of the chat. If you want me to put it back again, I can do so. I would like to get more people up here anyway, because I like having a lot of people up here. Here's the chat link up here at the StreamYard. If you're wanting to come up, please do. We could discuss more about the bow options. Now, Jason, you use a trigger, don't you?
I still got to put a loop on it.
Okay, you were talking about that. I didn't have the right material for what you have.
Yeah.
I do carry the stuff for the serving material. That's what I use on my right here. But oh wow, that's cool, Scott. Well, maybe one of these days you'll get one that you can get on video. By the way, I tried walking home from work to the library today for the first time, unassisted, without any canes or anything like that. I would not recommend it if you're out of shape. I am so freaking out of shape because my knee was like killing me. Okay. I'm not going anywhere until we've still got an hour and 20 minutes. I'm a little jazzed because I got to go to work today. Because I mean, like, staying home is fun to a point, but when you have to stay home, not because you want to stay home, it's a completely different feeling. Now, Jarrett, have you looked into your horse bows or not? And you do know you shoot them on the opposite shelf, opposite side of the bow, using your thumb like this. Sort of like this side, not this side. Well, I'm going to start walking as much as I can to get my legs back in shape. And I'm going to start physical therapy as much as I can. I'm going to do what I can. I am bending my knee now more than I have been. It's going to take me some while to get back in shape, and because I'm going to be walking, I'm going to help me lose some weight too. Because I want to go back to backpacking up in Yellow River again next year, if I can, and I want to be able to do that without having to worry about being out of breath, out of shape, and all other stuff. Because the trout fishing up there is simply amazing. By the way, Scott, just to let you know, a little bit of info, they have rainbow trout in Des Moines. It is stocked, but there are certain places that do have rainbow trout. You just need to make sure you have your Iowa trout license. I do want to go try doing that because I haven't had trout in forever, and it's just something I wanted to get some to bring home. I'm sure if we would have known about it, we would have found trout where you were here. Jason, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
And can you imagine all of us going trout fishing?
Well, I had trout gear with me.
Oh, I'm sure you did. But I use my regular gear. I don't do anything special. I just use my little takedown backpacking fishing rod. Because I figured if I ever got to hike the AT or anything like that, that little fishing pole would come with me the entire trip. I don't care what people say about extra weight. I understand you have all those fairs you've been working at, Jarrett. If you need help finding one, let me know. I will see what I can do to help you. I've been finding some really, really nice takedown recurves for under $100 that go all the way up to 60 pounds. That's just a really, really good price. There's some that go up to 130 that are really nice sets, which come with arrows. I've showed Jason these before, I believe. And I believe it was also you. I showed you, Jarrett, as well. By the way, Jason, I got movie trivia for you if you're interested.
We can save that for another night.
Well, it struck me last night when I was watching a movie, and it was so apt and funny, I could not help but laugh out loud. And my wife was trying to figure out why I was laughing. I was watching the movie Gray Man.
Never seen it.
Starring Chris Evans and give me a second here. Ryan Gosling.
Who?
Huh?
Ryan Gosling.
Who? I have no idea.
Ryan
Who that,
Gosling.
I have no idea who that is.
He's been in a lot of different movies over the years. I'll give you a rundown of some of the ones he's been in. Give me a second here.
The only new movie I've seen in the past year, a new movie that we watched together was Dune when it came out.
Okay. He's been in La La Land, Drive, the new Blade Runner 2049, The Notebook, Crazy Stupid Love. What else? What else has he been in? The Nice Guys. Remember the Titans. Half Nelson.
I haven't seen any of those.
And the Barbie movie.
Like I said, we rarely watch any movies here anymore.
Well, I understand that. But here's the funny part. In that movie, The Gray Man, he is supposed to be. You've heard about trying to be the gray man in prepping and survival, right?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Gosling's character is a CIA severe undercover gray man used for ultra covert, not legal at all type situations that can blend into anywhere, and hence the gray man type of situation. Well, one thing leads to another. He gets canceled by the government program, his handlers, which means they send a guy after him to kill him.
Yeah.
And that is Lloyd, played by Chris Evans, who was Captain America and Human Torch and all this other stuff. And he said one phrase in that movie, guys, kill that Ken doll looking mother, whatever. Here's the funny part was when I heard that, Ryan Gosling is Ken in the new Barbie movie, which made it really funny to me because it's like that movie came out. When did that one come out? Gray Man came out in 2022, and the Barbie movie came out this year.
Yeah. And you've seen them both?
No, I just know that he's in it as Ken, but the fact that he mentions it, I'm not sure if someone knew that he was going to be in that movie or not because it was just a year apart, or what. But they threw it in there. I just thought it was really funny. Oh, on a good note, the writer's strike is over. I watched the Gray Man today. I've actually had it downloaded on my phone for a while. So on Netflix, it's on Netflix. In case you're interested, I like movies like that. You know, the espionage, ultras, that kind of genre type of thing. But oh man, it was just something that I thought was really funny. Now, whether somebody had insight into him playing Barbie. Ken in the Barbie movie or not, I don't know, but I think it's kind of funny. That's just me. Oh man, Scott, do you know where your bow is? By the way, what's your budget for your horse bow, Jarrett? I need to know. Yeah, that's way too. A really good horse bow they have on Cult of Athena for $369. Whew, that's way too much. Okay. Anybody else got a topic to choose? I'm up for grabs.
Oh, heck with the B movies. You already started.
It was technically a B movie, but yeah, it could be. B movie sci-fi. Go.
Day of the Triffids.
Huh?
Day of the Triffids.
Never
Oh,
heard
here
of it.
comes Scott.
Old black and white one.
How you doing, brother?
All right.
You're
I was
sideways.
trying
Where are
to,
you?
I was trying to untangle the string and the doggone, what do you call it? The stringer thing that you stretch it,
The
Boy,
bowstringer.
this string needs a little help.
You need wax, dude.
No kidding.
You
thing's
need a little
been
more than wax.
I can fix it for you. Jesus, brother.
It's called a pair of scissors and get another string.
No. It's probably just needs service. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not
I'm
fraying.
sure if I rub some wax into it, it would be better. But I don't use it. It's been hanging down there in the basement.
Well, you
And
gotta make sure you don't. It doesn't warp when you got it hanging, depending on how you have it set.
well, I got it laying like horizontal across a couple bicycle hooks.
Okay, that's good.
And I just had the string and the deal dangling off of it.
So
But
is it a Fred Bear?
it is a bear, yeah. Where did the doggone logo go? I don't know. Where I'm in there. Oh, you got my here. I got it. Oh, I can't. I got it. Stupid phone.
I like all the flags.
Yeah.
I can't see I can barely see it. Okay. I can see. There you go. What's the draw weight?
I have no clue. It's a Fred Bear takedown with fast core. It says. And what do we got down here?
Oh, that's a nice
Here.
looking little bow.
Canada 1970 U.S. patent or something
Ooh,
like
that's
that.
an old one.
Can you see the?
It's a little blurry, but I can see it.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
see
wow.
it. Daggone. I don't see a damn. No, there ain't nothing on it for showing. Where there's the symbol.
Yeah, the little coin.
There's.
That's an interesting looking bow.
Yeah, and so it's got these clips. I mean, hopefully it's showing. You basically click that track.
You need a stand for your phone.
Well, I got a tripod here, but I'm trying to do it backwards because I'm used to using my front camera for lives.
That makes sense.
Right here's the little metal deal, and then you only see the pivot point. Hopefully, it shows up there,
Right.
and so that unlocks and pulls off. There's one on top.
That is cool. I've never seen that particular style.
That was one of my dad's way back. I mean, and he actually had somewhere I've got the old the bow fishing reel he had on one of them, one kind of like a spool thing. You just wrap it around there,
Right.
a little fighter.
I never liked those.
I never did either. I immediately the first couple times trying that, it kept falling off, and it's like nah. I went and bought an AMS and was done with it.
Look what I picked up for like 10. Let me give myself up here. I'm gonna bring it down and I'll show you real quick. Here's mine. I picked it up for like $10.
Oh yeah.
It's a Zepco 808. There you go. There's the 808 right there.
There you go.
Picked it up at the Watch Your Flea Market last year. Dude, you and I need to go there and do our thing because 20 acres of stuff.
Oh my God, 20 acres.
20 acres. You can't tell me that would not be fun.
No kidding. Dang.
Dude, it was just amazing. It's one of my favorite outdoor flea markets ever. So, yeah, they do it twice a year. I think the next one is coming up. If it's not already, let me double check. I have to check because now you got me talking about it.
So this thing here, so if I took that string and measured the length of it, I could find another string like that then?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just take the whole bow to a archery shop. They'll put you a new one or make you one on the spot.
Oh, really? Okay.
They'll match it up, make sure it's
Are you
good.
getting tired yet? Are
So
you tired yet?
and also to give you a chance to try it out with the new string and everything else.
Yeah, I'm stressing it.
But to me, having a bow like that and not using it feels like it's a waste.
Right.
I mean, you may have your compounds and that's what you're comfortable with. That's fine.
Well, I haven't shot any of them. And I ain't looked at them in years either. You know, and I've even got a little. I don't even know what it is. It's a cheapy little short compound. I picked it up like for $100 on clearance at Walmart. And then what I wanted was to basically turn that into my bow fishing bow because it's so nice and short and it's got like 80% let off. And it's like, oh man, that'd be nice for standing at a bridge, shooting into a creek or a river or something, you know. And I don't know. The older I'm getting in this shoulder thing, I don't know. I might just see if my grandkid's interested in it, and you know, I don't know. It's just life sucks getting old.
Yeah, it does.
I can see him switching to air bows.
An air bow?
Yeah.
It's an air rifle that shoots arrows.
Like oh, okay, like a compressed air type deal, really.
Yeah.
I did have my doc sign off on crossbow for this year.
Oh, there you go.
But I gotta build a Ford one and whatever, and get a tag and all that good kind of stuff. But it's been kind of a devil. Well, I don't know. Archery might not be so bad now here. But muzzleloader went to heck. They changed it so it's like all statewide now.
Oh wow.
It used to be by county, kind of like everything else, and it was easy. I mean, back years ago, I could get one every year if I wanted one.
Right.
And now my buddy's put in for 2 years and can't get one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I understand what they change stuff to make it easier for everybody to kind of have a chance or whatever, but I don't know. I thought everybody kind of had a chance in the first place.
Right.
It's
Now it's first come, first serve.
But yeah, the thing is there enough supply of deer for everybody to go out and get one?
Well, and that's just it too. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's places I know there's deer, and just like there's turkey. And I was out in the hills 2 years ago turkey hunting, but there was a deer jumping off somebody's deck after it got done eating the dog food. And
Wow.
just like the turkeys every morning, I know the sun was up, the turkeys are in everybody's yard.
Okay.
That or the mountain lions were eating them because
You got more mountain lions than we do.
Well, we have ocelots.
the one morning we're calling. What's that?
We got ocelots not too far from us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not as bad as the bobcats we get.
We got bobcats, ocelots, panthers, mountain lions, black bears. What don't we have? Oh, bison.
We got
Did you hear
bison.
about the moose? You hear about the moose, Colin?
Which one?
Well, it was northwest Iowa is where they spotted, I guess.
Again? I've seen
This last
There
week.
was one quite a few years back that got caught in a swimming pool.
What?
He fell in.
We had one over about 2 years ago. We had one over by us. 2-3 years at Christmas time.
Right.
I got pictures of it. But no, it was like Alton, I think.
Right.
I think the wife said Alton.
Well,
Every once
I'm
in a
not
while,
sure if I want to deal with
you
it.
go
That's a
outside.
little bit out of my
You have to,
comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I do
You
want
can find out.
to let you know that the Watch Your Flea Market is coming up in a couple weeks. If you're interested.
When's that?
The weekend of the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I can only go one
Okay.
day myself because it's a little bit of a trip. We're closer to
Where's
it
it
than
at?
most. Watcher, Iowa. Southeast. It's like east of
Okay.
me.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, it's on 20 acres. It's freaking huge. And this is what something the thing that you want people to go together with. You could find anything there. Literally anything. You name it, we saw it there. There was even a blacksmith. So it was just
Really?
they had muzzle loaders for sale. They had muskets from the 1800s. They've had swords. They had cars. They had puppies. So, honey, you name it. Like I said, it's 20 acres of stuff. If you're interested, let me know. We could make a plan for it. But I don't know if you want to drive that far just for that day. But it's a long trip for you. So that's what I'm suggesting.
That would be. We're still working on trying to get a better vehicle so we can get around and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I mean, getting to Des
It's
Moines
like-
was because you carpooled.
Well, yeah. Last night or yesterday, she had. I don't know how they do stuff. It's just weird. She had like a 2 hour something lunch break because I got cut hours or whatever. And so she come home, got the laundry, our washer's down. So she went to the laundromat, got everything going, went to go for work, and she locked the key in the car.
Oh no!
I did. I went up, went north, to 2 accounts, come back. Get
Scott, you're breaking up.
work trying to take her.
You're breaking up. I want to get like every third word.
Yeah, I still got bars. I got bars, but let me step outside. Maybe that's it.
You might be.
I'm in the shed, so
You're probably a partial Faraday cage
Yeah.
thing going on.
with the shed, yeah, I bet. But so, yeah, I come home, got my truck, personal truck, and the unlocking kit, and went up there and we messed around. Damn old car is harder to get in than you think.
Oh, I bet.
But I did it. I mean, got my old '84, the old square body Chevys. I could do them in about 15 minutes with a Slim Jim, but I haven't done it in a while. So
My 98 Ford F-250, 30 seconds.
really,
Had to. Jenny locked the keys in the car last week.
oh,
But she did have a reason. She ended up having a pulmonary embolism last Monday.
no, jeez.
Yeah.
How's she doing? I forgot about. Yeah.
Yes,
Scott has a question for you.
sure.
Ask.
How you doing?
Oh,
He was asking about
Better
that.
than was?
He heard about the embolism, so he was asking.
better than I was.
Better than you was.
They got her on heavy duty blood thinners. But it's good. And they also gave her some compression socks for her legs,
Yeah.
No, just for the right one.
just for the right leg. That's where the blood clots are mainly there. And but she is doing much better than she has been.
I was gonna say spirit wise, I can tell just by her attitude.
Oh yeah, she's ornery. So that's all I can say.
got more fire to her now.
She's always got fire. So I love her very, very much. If you haven't guessed,
Yeah.
she's awesome. Sorry you haven't had a chance to really meet her. One of these days you will.
Oh, other than the parking lot that one night in the cold.
Yeah, that was just like. But
High buy moment.
the high, we're like less than 30 minutes. We could, when we were the first time we met.
Oh,
But we got to. I got to meet Dale, who goes by Cookie in the chat.
okay.
He came to my house for about a half an hour, which was really cool. Not as cool as what you and I did together, mind you.
Yeah. It wasn't fishing or nothing like that, but it was a good time just with the weather that day.
Hey, come on, we found a freaking
I
cannon.
enjoyed it.
Okay.
I like stuff like that too.
Scott, we found a freaking cannon.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
No, I've never run across a cannon before.
Can you imagine if one of our wives would have said if we would have brought it home?
Oh God. Oh,
But honey, we need it.
Right, Jared.
Good night, Jared.
Night, Jared. Thanks for coming, brother.
I'm ramping up my
I'll let
string.
you know what I can find on that bow you're looking for. But
What's
that
that?
would have been fun trying to justify that thing.
Right?
For a cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just mount it to the truck. Come on, it won't be too hard to do.
Trying to figure out a turret might be a little tricky, but
But it was it'd be funny just to make a video just to
All right.
how did we justify
Marcus said he's homeward bound. Good night, all.
We're taking it over to what was that place that Kazakhstan or whatever they need help with through huh? Ukraine. Take it over to Ukraine and just help. Yeah, we're gonna be using a regular old school cannon.
God.
Okay, Cornfed is homeward bound. Good night, all.
Oh, be well, brother. Thank you. I'm glad you're on your way home. Keep us informed on how you're feeling, brother. He's been in the hospital.
That's what I said. I looked back in the chat and I seen that, and then throughout the whole trivia thing, I didn't see nothing from him, so I was kind of wondering.
Well, they've been testing him every 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
That's what I seen.
So
send me a text or something. What's going on or whatever. And
my phone's down at the moment. It's going to be up in the next couple of days. I will let you know what's going on. I may or may not have a new phone number. I can't tell you anything until the new chip comes in.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we get to port our numbers over, then we don't have to worry about it. If we don't, we got to get new numbers, and that's a whole different ball game.
Been there, done that. That's why I got a different one.
Well, we're going through a different company than we normally do. It's called Mint Mobile. And
really? Look at that.
it's owned by Ryan Reynolds. And it's like $15 a month.
Wow.
If you want to go unlimited, it's like 30.
What'd you say? NIC? Nick?
Mint.
Oh, Mint.
M-I-N-T. Mint.
Oh, Mint. Okay.
Like mint condition. Mint.
Yep.
And
Okay.
it's very cheap phone to get internet, talk, text, and data. You can
Wow.
get I mean, I don't only need it for just traveling around and stuff like that, but for the three of us, it's probably about a little over $100.
Doggone.
For unlimited. Yeah, I know. And we get to use our phones that we already own, so that's even better.
That's nice. Yeah.
We just got to put a new chip in.
Okay.
But oh man, I wish I could get you down here for that flea market. But since we can't do it because it's like too last minute, we can plan for next year and make it a thing.
Yeah.
A meetup.
Well, I'd like to get down. I don't know if we can just swing it sometime this winter. Just get down. Just
that would be awesome.
Get away and then get away and hit a few different places or something.
Well, how do you feel about ice fishing?
Yeah.
I've got the gear. I've never done it, and I just want to see if I'm only going to be any good at it because I'm terrible at fishing. But
that's what my wife says about me, and it's kind of my deal. If I'm not catching anything, I'd rather go do something else.
Well, my boy is what I consider an angler because he's the one of the kind of the guy who says, "Dad, I'm going to go catch a catfish." Okay, go catch a catfish. 18 seconds later, he's pulling in a catfish. I say, "I'm going to go catch a catfish." I catch a perch. I go catch a catfish. I got a chub.
Hey,
I catch everything else but what I'm trying to catch.
That's crazy.
A fisherman.
now don't forget,
What?
when you guys go ice fishing, you need to take a can of peas with you.
Why?
In case you see a polar bear, you put the peas around the hole in the ice. And when the bear comes up to eat the peas, you kick him in the ice hole.
Oh.
When he comes up to take a pee.
He would eat us alive.
I got to remember that.
No, I have a nice 2 to 3 man ice fishing tent that I got from work. I just need a couple more items. We got plenty of augers, plenty of ice fishing poles. I want to add the what do you call it? I call it the puzzle flooring used for kids. The mats that look like puzzle pieces that fit together.
I never thought about doing that.
Yeah, that way I could put a hole in the middle inside, then cover it up if I want to, and also insulate the floor for what, because I do have a heat buddy, so we can keep the place
one
warm.
of them, buddy heaters. Yep.
Yep. So all we need to play, or we can just put the hole outside and still sit inside and keep warm, and just go out there and keep an eye on. Because we have the ones that pop up flags and stuff like that.
What's the rule? Well, we don't want to talk about now, but I was going to say in South Dakota you can have 2 in, or you can have 2, and you can have 4 total. So
Probably 2.
We usually do 2 inside and 2 outside, tip up style. So
my tent's not huge. It's like a 2-3 man one. I'm not really practiced with how big it is, to be honest. But me, and Ian, that's about all I can probably do.
Okay.
But we'll see what we can do with it, and then because I've never done it, I'm not experienced.
I'm not either. The first one my dad gave me, and I set it up once, and I used it once, and I sold it, and took the money and bought the one I got now, and I've never used it. I set it up in the living room once to see how it goes.
I got given a clam shelter.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's on the smaller side of the clams, but still a clam. And it was actually a promotional item for one of the drink companies that went through my workplace.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept it. So I'm going to give it a shot, see what happens. If we catch something, we can make a video of it. Or it could be a complete disaster and still make a video of it. Or be completely funny and just get a million hit for looking like idiots, like the 3 Stooges.
You have an auger?
I got 5.
Oh, shit. I got a gas one.
I don't have that. I got hand ones. Ian's got one antique one folding one. We got 3 regular ones, but they're all hand augers.
Yeah, I got one of them Mora, what it was called, Mora augers, whatever, the blue. I got one of them. It cost me more for the daggone blades and the cover than it did the damn auger when I bought it on Facebook. But
stopped off at a yard sale about a month or so ago and picked up 3 augers and a couple fishing poles and everything else for $5.
Oh, jeez.
Why? Because he wanted the augers. But the fishing poles and stuff came with it.
Well, it's the auger. I figured $10 or $15. I don't even remember. It's been like 4 years now. I figured that, like, whatever, And so I paid. The gal showed up at my work, and I paid her, and she went away. I got to looking at it, and the doggone blades were missing. So I ended up spending $30 on the blades. Well, as long as I'm doing that, I might as well get the cover that goes on the bottom. Keep them protected.
I've got all that and more.
Nice. Well, I got a gas one too that works. So
if we're gonna do this, we're bringing your gas one,
right?
I'm sorry. I love my boy, but I don't want him to hate me because I'm gonna make him do it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather get everything set up, get poles in the water, and just see what happens.
You got a flasher or one of them things like that at all, or
a what?
A flasher or anything like that?
What's a flasher?
That's basically a fish finder, depth finder type thing.
Nope.
No, I've got a battery operated depth finder I could bring. It came with the last boat I bought. It's one when you get at Harbor Freight or whatever. It worked great last summer. This year I ain't been in the water this year. The damn shoulder. The wife wanted to drown me right off the bat this spring. Wanted to go kayaking. It's like,
Well, I wish we could have got you to our gathering this year because you would have had a blast. You and your wife.
No.
Because we had a bunch of we had the entire 90% of the campsites.
And the water bowls on the
all
ground.
us. We took over a whole section.
Nice.
And we got Deb brought down quail to eat and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Jenny made meatloaf over the fire.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I have 2 giant frying pans like this frying pan and everything else, like really cool. So yeah. We had the giveaway, the giant giveaway I talked about for months.
I seen your videos on it. Yeah.
Now, Cornfed is the one that actually won it.
Oh, did he? I guess I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't remember or whatever.
And Molly over here won second place.
Huh?
Ian won third place.
Yeah. He should have been disqualified.
No, because
No?
Rob wanted him to win something because he so he gave up some of the stuff he won, and they did the rolling of a dice who was going to get it, and it just happened to roll on Ian's number.
Oh, cool.
So it was a lot of fun, and we had Tyler Woods showed up with his girlfriend, so that was cool. We haven't seen him in a while.
I'd love to meet him too. You know,
Tyler's one of the few people on all of these platforms that I actually knew before I got onto YouTube.
Really?
Okay, remember I keep on talking about the archery range I had for years.
Yeah.
I worked Renaissance fairs.
Yeah.
And I plan on going back to doing that. He was one of my former archery champions for my archery tournaments I held.
Oh crap! Really?
Yeah. So
wild.
Yeah, it was like really freaking cool. And I've done a couple car camping video things with him and all that stuff. So he and I are pretty cool. We went magnet fishing once, lost a freaking magnet, at Yellow Banks at one of the places we were car camping at. It just
I bought one.
Go ahead.
I bought one of things off Amazon and I still ain't got to go out and use it. I keep thinking I'm going to do it one time with the grandkids. Just go down to the bridge here in the creek and just,
Ian's got one. When we go, we'll all do that too. So we can make a I wish Jason would have been able to do it. I think Jason would have had a blast. But we had so many people there. We had Cliff from Fox's Outdoors was there.
Yeah,
Blake was
I'd
there.
like to meet him too.
Yeah. It was just like the way we talk here is the way we were there.
Yeah.
It wasn't awkward at all. The fact is we didn't have to worry about running out of time except for the end of the thing. By the end of the gathering we had the one thing that made it kind of tough was the raccoons. Big freaking boar coons.
They just came into the campground at the end of the camp, huh?
Jason thought one was a dog.
That
big. Yeah. It was like that tall.
Jeez.
If I would have had my bow, I would have risked, losing my bows, but protecting our gear. But I was talking earlier about, those bear protection places, little electric fences you can put out to protect your horses back in bear country when you go and stuff. Get one of those and put it around your encampment to keep the raccoons out of your stuff. If they touch that wire, zap.
I got a little one I used on my dogs years ago because I kept digging out underneath. Right. I only put 2 strands of that string stuff on it at the time, and it worked. Keep from digging under the fence. But I don't know about a coon. Boy, they have dirty devils. I guess they can't really jump, but if you put it low enough where they can't, it's going to get them in the belly if they climb over. It's going to get them on the top if they go under.
Any part that touches is going to get zapped.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, Lizard, how you doing?
I just did.
They're kind of cord fed. Hey, Mike. My friend Big Mike just popped in too.
Last week we had that 2 inches of rain, so I went out and did that electroshock therapy on the worms to try and get the worms to come up.
Did it work?
It did. My problem is I need to amend my soil so it's more conducive to worms or night crawlers, but it did work. It did work.
Well, I've only seen it done once or twice when I was younger. My uncle had one you plug into the house with an extension cord.
Yeah.
My grandpa had one made from an old crank telephone.
Oh.
Now that one was neat to one reason. The fact is that it was portable.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have it hooked up to anything.
Well, I got a 100-foot cord coming out of my chicken coop that I use, and I just got like 3 pieces of rebar, and one might be an old electric fence post with the blade taken off, whatever. And I just hose clamped the wire onto it. And when I did the video the other night, I ended up they're starting to come up inside the worm barrel. So I decided to unplug it, put one of them posts in the worm barrel. Then I started after a little bit. Then I started getting some big ones coming up.
Oh wow! Actually, we were moving our trash can. We had one about that long
Ooh, wow,
underneath the trash can. Yeah,
crazy.
because we have raccoons getting into our trash here. I mean, it's a big boar coon. I've seen him, but he was like coming from another property. We have to get it. He actually broke our trash can from underneath. He chewed his way through.
Out loud.
We're picking up a new trash can tomorrow. So
when I grew up in the campground, the state park, the old metal lids with the flip top.
right.
Every once in a while, they climb into them and get stuck in there. So somebody go get the garbage in the morning. It's like, oh boy.
It's like the little claw creatures from Toy Story. The claw, look at other. We didn't see any. They did have a big trash bin there at the site where we were at for the gathering. I didn't see any raccoons in the dumpster, but I'm sure they probably would have been. They were getting to our coolers and anything that was left out.
Oh yeah,
that's why I figured get that bear proofing that little electric fence around our encampment for our food. If they touch that thing to get over it, oh my god!
If he had one of them little kind of like chain link deals, or if you could figure out like chicken wire,
chicken wire, do it with chicken wire,
right?
But you got to remember, you're in the campground. You got to be able to go to the bathroom. Make sure you know where to go to step over, not to worry about.
You don't just step out the tent and go
zap.
Oh, for crying out loud! Hey, I better go put this bow away, and I got the light on down in the basement yet. And
I would love to shoot with you sometime when we get a chance.
Yeah, get the thing figured out. I got to figure
it out with me wherever I go, so it doesn't really matter. I just need to know when to carry arrows.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I did get a permission from Bruno in the chat. He's my friend Big Mike. From his family, they have like a couple hundred acres of place that I can go hunting now.
Okay.
Because I know my business.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the written permission part.
Hey,
so that I can have that written part on me at all times in case someone gets upset. I go.
I got a few of them I used to carry in a truck all the time. So if I stopped somewhere, but I never ever got to use them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I forget where I got them. Someplace in South Dakota we had them. Just basically you stop and whoever owned the land would sign off on it, your name, and
if you ever find a copy of that, I would love to see it because I'm going to give it to Mike. I've seen the generic ones online, but it's kind of hard to figure out how to. I don't have a printer. So anyway, so
she's going to need to get teaching out.
Well, if I run across it, heck yeah.
And so she's going to stay.
Just email it to me.
Find
okay.
Her classes.
Then I can get it to Mike, and Mike can figure it out.
Class, that I can watch, I can learn.
As long as I have that permission, like I said, me and Ian plus 10 other people. That way we can because they have mulberry trees. There's deer there.
All the rest of guys. All the rest of guys.
So
nice.
So much fun to do some more hunting and camping and fishing and all that stuff.
Well, nice.
That's why I'm moving.
By the way,
also because I'm not
Moine has rainbow trout.
Yeah,
I heard you. I was getting the ladder set up to climb up and get my bow down. I heard you talking about that. Yeah, I forgot that I always got to look at. You got to have a license just for them.
Yep, but that would be worth doing.
Yeah,
just to go rainbow trout hunt, fishing. Just because it's fun. I haven't been trout fishing in a while, and they taste so amazing.
Oh, I don't have anything like that on my side of the state. When we
That's
go,
why it would be fun. You're already down here in Des Moines already, and it's in Des Moines. We just get a temporary couple-day license for you for trout, and then you know we'll see how many we can catch. And you can take some back with you. We can take some home with us and go from there.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm excited. I know you got to go put your bow up and everything else.
Yeah, my battery just said 15% too. Just flashed across you.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know on a little trick there, Scott. This is a 4,500 milliamp battery. Guess how much I paid for it?
I have no idea.
50 cents.
What? Good grief.
Let's see if I'm gonna make sure it's right. No, this is 5,200 milliamp.
52. Oh wow.
Yeah, 50 cents in a yard sale.
Huh.
I'm good at finding things. It's a gift. But yeah, we'll discuss more of that. You go put that stuff up, get your phone charged, because otherwise we're going to lose you.
Yep.
But carry a battery with you when you.
I didn't even think about it. Like I said, I'm out here messing around. I got chores done. It's back late from Watertown, and thought I'd just poke around on YouTube a little bit. And
Yeah, Blake does the same thing.
so,
He gets going, and he has the same issue you do with the roof of being metal and everything, and it kind of messes with the signal.
that's you can tell I'm at the edge of the garage door right now.
Actually, you've been doing great. You haven't been breaking up or anything, so that's really good. I'm trying to keep up on the chat while I'm talking to you at the same time. So, yeah, well,
all right, I'll let you go.
I will let you know if my phone number changes. I will give you. I'll message you on Instagram or Facebook or something, and I'll
email whatever. Yeah,
you'll have it. Everybody will need it. We'll get it. But yeah, love you, brother. You get going.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
take care, everybody.
Take care, Scott. See you later.
Yep.
Electro Bob.
Yeah. Elric Bob is what it is.
I like Electric Bob.
I know it sounds better, but I call him Big Mike because that's who he is. But I think he mentioned something about
and the Lizard King.
I have no idea who the Lizard King is.
He's the king of lizards.
I have to check and find out.
If I can talk like Hecklefish, that would make a very good
short.
Yep.
The lizard people.
I'm not sure who the Lizard King is, to be honest.
I thought you knew him.
I think I know him. I don't.
Bruno. He's talking about Bruno.
Oh, he's talking about country folk. I'm a small town guy, not necessarily big town or anything like that, but small town guy. I don't live in the middle of nowhere. Not like these guys. The person that really lives out in the middle of nowhere is Bruno. He lives on a farm.
Apparently, he likes flora and fauna and 2A, so I guess he's good.
Yep. We ran into some really interesting things while we were at the gathering. We had some big fish. We've seen some small fish. We've seen some gar. We've seen sunfish, bluegill, bass. No carp that I noticed. Oh yeah, we did. That was where in Bowhunter range, down by the dam.
Hotel butterflies.
We saw a lot of things. Found a lot of things. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I don't think we're going to be going to the market that day. It's too close, and we probably kind of promised Mike, the owner of the fair, that we would come work for him. So, and since I'm kind of laid up, I can't do much anyway. So, I'm going to wait for my leg to heal before I can go back there. But I'm not sure about working the parking lot. I don't think I could stand that long. So, what do you guys think about this tonight's chapter on boat?
What did you think about it?
I think I need to listen to people more often. But I'm passing so far, as the saying goes. And the actual physical part of the whole test, I need to practice on because I'm just now getting my legs back underneath me. Like I said, I tried walking from work to the library. I didn't even get a third of the way. And I was dripping with sweat. Because my knee, because I had atrophied a lot. I know it was only like 3 or 4 weeks, but of me not doing anything, does take the strength out of you if you're not careful. But not being
Yeah.
able to bend my knee or anything like that makes it tough.
Yeah.
But I did have compression on my lower legs to keep them swelling down. I had some ibuprofen, so that helped. But the just thing is, I just was out of breath. Jenny had to come pick me up. I am definitely not him. I am not the only the only Robin who could speak with an English accent.
Mm.
He's quoting Mel Brooks, Men in Tights. Yeah, well, Mike, if you can throw some money our way to help us get our vehicles up and running, I'd greatly appreciate it. Get everything, because our minivan just needs fixed in such the worst way. We can get the parts cheap-ish from rockauto.com, but finding the person with the skill set we need to put them on, we don't know yet. Jenny says we may have a lead on somebody, but we have to wait and see, because they actually have to say yes. Otherwise, when I get my next check from Workman's Comp, I'm going to put the money towards parts for the van to get it working again, because it's got a full tank of gas in it.
Yeah.
And you can't use it in the truck.
No, it's E85.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't use that in my truck. And my truck, it's not used to doing this much driving. It was not meant to be a daily driver. But, it is a 25-year-old truck. It's considered vintage. But I hate to say this, I am running out of gas.
Okay.
Already.
I think I did pretty good getting this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to run out and take the trash out to the curb.
I did that already with Jenny's help. We're getting rid of our trash can. Because it's got a big hole in the bottom because of the raccoon. So we're going to get a new one with a locking lid so we keep the critters.
A metal one?
No, not a metal one. It's just one of those heavier duty plastic ones. The one we have is like a cheaper one that came with the house when we got here.
Yeah.
But we're going to get the heavy duty plastic ones that you can lock the lids down if you need to.
Yeah.
To keep the raccoons out.
Yeah.
That's enough for us.
Yeah, you might have to build a box around it.
I was thinking that, but we don't have the space. Because our driveway, which is connected right up, goes all the way up to the side of the house. But our driveway isn't super wide. It's only barely a car width.
No, you probably have to put it by the back door.
No, we don't use our back door at all.
Okay. Never mind.
Not the front door. Because we got the front door, which is right here.
Never mind.
We park like right there. But if we had both vehicles working, then it wouldn't matter. But that's what we got. But on that note, I'm going to say it's time for me to say goodnight, folks, because I am tired. My first day back to work, and plus try to walk 2+ miles to the library, which I only got barely halfway there. So I'm going to say goodnight. I love you all. Thank you all for coming.
Good night.
And I will see you tomorrow on these guys' channel where they can, discuss whatever they're discussing. I'm not sure what they're planning yet, if anything. So
Killing rats.
Killing rats. There you go.
Rats, yeah.
He's going by what his name says, he is a pest hunter. And that's his life. His best catch is right there.
I scored yesterday.
What'd you get?
20.
20.
20 rats?
At work.
Ooh. I seen somebody who put water down a mouse hole near their chicken coop, and about 20 or 30 mice came flying out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Where they went to, I have no idea, but the water was coming out of their holes, and they were just...
Yeah.
You could do more info tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll give more info tomorrow.
Okay. So, night, everybody. I love you all. I'm ending this in 5, 4, 3, 2...
Save a turkey, kill a raccoon.
Beaver nuggets.